down, Elizabeth. Hey guys, what up, what's up? OMG. So listen, last time I did a positive pocket, I'm gonna put this on a bit. Last time I did a positive pocket, I was in Kenya, in Nairobi, and thanks to the grace of God and His goodness and His love and His mercy, I'm back. I'm back, and it feels amazing. It's Christmas time, so of course I had to come back and let me put this out the way. So of course I had to come back and see my family and just spend Christmas here, you know. And so yeah, here we are. It's such a beautiful day. I can't wait to get out there. So I think this is the last time you're gonna see me with black hair because I'm gonna go back to blonde. I'm hoping I'll get it done today. Because last time I was here, I went to there's a salon I usually go to, and I inquired about it, and they said it's not gonna just be in one seating because obviously going black to blonde is a bit of a process. So we'll see. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I get it done today, and if not, it's right. I'm here for I've got time. I've got another week and a bit. But hey, nevertheless, we're here. Happy freaking, what day are we on? Happy Monday. Just thankful. It's so beautiful. So yes, so today's positive pockets. It's gonna be a bit of a faith-based one. I remember when I did the intro for this, I said I'm gonna have some elements of faith because for me my faith is very important to me. So honey, let's do it. So today I want to talk about prayer. I want to talk about prayer and just gonna talk about my journey with prayer. So prayer. Being a Christian, being a Kenyan, and being a Kikuyu, we grew up in church. I remember this on a Sunday. Okay, what? Yeah, so that's how, you know, jumping in the car. And then we used to, my uncle used to have a pickup, so all the kids would sit on the pickup and be like this. You know how these roads are in Kenya, like this. We'll go to church, go to Sunday school, and being in like our best dressed, and some of the sweet memories. So even in general, Kenya as a nation, we're people of God. We love God. We're a prayerful nation, and God is number one. You see it in my tattoos, you see it in shops. You'll say God first, God this, and which is a beautiful thing. But hey ho. So anyway, back to prayer. Just a disclaimer, because listen, this is very on a serious note. Please never ever let anyone tell you how to pray. You know, you hear someone saying, "Oh, you know, this is how you gotta do this. You gotta pray for this long. You gotta say this. You gotta talk that." No. Prayer is a personal relationship with you and God. So you pray how you wanna pray, sis. Okay. So, and also, if this is not for you, this conversation, it's okay. We can keep it moving to another video. Hopefully that will be for you. But today we gonna talk about this. So where to begin? So obviously as you grow up, you know, in faith in God, whatever, you kind of start having your own little relationship with God. You know, it's not a case of mommy and daddy trying to take you to church. It's you now, you know, doing that, you know, taking yourself to church, doing this, doing that. And so for me, when I really kind of came to know God in my life as my Lord and my Savior, I went through a bit of a religious stage, an obsessive stage, where you know, I was very legalistic. It was very much about rules. It was very much about it had to be a certain way. You see what I mean? So I remember in my first year of uni specifically, that's when it was at its peak. Listen, I was there praying all the time, reading my Bible, you know. I was doing all the things you should be doing as a Christian. I really felt up here. But I kind of felt that I slowly went into, what's that word in English? Burnout. Yeah, burnout. And I remember specifically, like I said, in my first year, I used to be involved in the university chaplain, and we used to be obviously faith a Christian thing, and I remember they started this thing called prayer guide. It was week of guided prayer. That was what it was called, and then you used to be partnered with the prayer guide. And I thought, you know what, like, I'm kind of feeling, my heart feels really heavy, and everything just felt too heavy and a bit too much for me. So I was like, should I do this? Is this what I need right now? But then I thought, you know what, let me just try it. So I remember for prayer guide, I was partnered with a lovely, the most amazing Irish lady called Colette. Bless her, like a little elderly lady, right? She was amazing. And she was incredible. And it's funny how God works, because Colette had just literally come back from Kenya, and she had spent 30 years in Kenya working with young boys and girls in Kenya. And what her job entailed of mainly in Kenya was a lot of these young girls she met in boarding schools, etc., had kind of very similar to kind of what I was going through, were very involved in these mega churches. They were kind of getting a bit too, they were listening to all these mega pastors, and it kind of got into their head a little bit. So, and just forgive my words, I'm not, I'm just saying, she was kind of undoing, if I may say, the damage of what had, all these mega churches and the mega pastors had done to these young girls, and kind of how it had got into their minds. So, so when she told me that, I was like, oh my God, like, okay, I think God is doing something here. So we began. I told her about my journey with God and where I was at, and I just remember this is when like the shift happened for me in my prayer life. Because like I said, it was very much legalistic, and prayer became a chore. I wasn't doing it because I wanted to. I was doing it because it was a Christian thing to do. It's just something you do, And I just remember this is where I really learned the heart of the Father and who God was and how He saw me, and what relationship with God really meant. And I just remember feeling so light. I remember feeling so free. I just remember really also understanding what grace meant and what that was for me. And that's when I had the moment of, wow, okay, so this is how life should be. This is how walking with God should be. And that heaviness I kind of went into, that heaviness that I had going into this whole week of guided prayer thing began to shift, and I became lighter and lighter. And let me tell you guys, this is where God is. This is where His presence is. This is where the fruits of the Spirit, it is peace. The fruits of the Spirit is peace. And that's when I also learned about discernment. This is when I learned about knowing what was right for me. This is when I stopped listening to all these preachings, all these teachings, and do you know what I mean? It was just this whole shift, and it was the most beautiful thing. I just remember just like falling in love with God all over again, but in the most beautiful way, most beautifulest way. So that's when that shift really happened. Yeah, so for me now, prayer is something I enjoy. It's something that I enjoy every day. It's something that it's just now like a second nature to me. You know what I mean? It's because whereas before, like I say, we felt like a chore. And it's just even the way I pray. I remember before, like, I used to be like, thou, and, using this Christianese language. But, oh God, like, Father, like, Jesus, like, do you know what I mean? It felt so forced. And I was praying like that because I had other people praying like that, so... But now I'm on my bedroom floor, like, God, I don't understand. And this is a beautiful thing about relationship. You can tell God, I'm just, this is literally like overwhelmed me. Oh God, like, I'm baffled by this. I don't understand what's going on. Whereas before I had an element of fear. I felt like I couldn't tell God how I felt. I felt like I had to always come on my best game, like, God, thank you. God, you are this. God, you are amazing. God, you are this. And I was kind of like, I didn't really want to express to God, like, how, if I felt confused. I didn't want to tell Him that I felt hurt. I didn't want to tell Him that I was afraid. I just thought I had to be on my best game, because as a Christian, that's what it's got to be like, But like I said, but now, honey, listen, I tell God, I don't know what you're doing. What does this mean? Why did this happen? Oh God. Yeah, that's how literally, yeah. And just so many different ways of praying. Like, even though I love my car, because in my car, listen, I I got the music is on, like you know, you vibing, and then from 1 minute I could be like this, oh shit, I'm driving, you know. And I've got the, do you know what I mean? It's just, I'm listening to like a podcast, and I'm like talking to God, I'm crying to God. It's just so beautiful. You know, just how you can talk to God anywhere, and that's one of my favorite things when it comes to prayer. You come as you are, anywhere, you know. You could be in the car, I'm on the tube, I'm at work, you know, and it's just wonderful. It's wonderful. That prayer really is a conversation. I remember first hearing someone tell me, you know what, Liz, when you praying to God is like talking to a friend. I remember thinking, how, like what, like how, you know, but I really obviously came to know what that meant, and honestly I talk to God how I would talk to my friend. You know, I'll just come and just be me, and God just wants you to be yourself. You have to remember that He's all knowing and all seeing. He created you, honey. He knows who you are. He knows how you are. He just knows you. So there's no point of coming with a facade or trying to be a certain way. Just be you. You know, prayer is freedom. Prayer is a powerful thing. I sometimes it sounds a bit silly, but I forget how powerful prayer is, you know. So just be free. Talk to God. Come as you are. You know, it's light. Your heart should feel light. It's just be you. Just, you know what I mean? And that's what prayer is. And that's my journey with prayer. So I hope I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that made a bit of sense, you know. But anyway, that's it. That's Positive Pockets this time. I'm so excited. It's Christmas. I'm just happy to be home. But yeah, peace, love. I probably won't post this until January, I'm not gonna lie, because I haven't got my laptop with me, so I'll post it when I get back home. But anyway, guys, that's me. Have a fantastic new year. 2020 is gonna be 2020. I know everyone's, you know, it's new year, but listen, 2020 is your year. 2020 is my year, okay? Literally, I'm very excited for it, and I can only pray that it'll be a blessed one, and I only pray for good things. And good things. This is a crazy world right now with the politics and all of that stuff, but we can obviously continue to pray for our world, continue to pray for our leaders, continue to pray for our communities, our friends, our families, and yeah, let's just kill it. Let's just be the best versions of ourselves. Live in your truth. Be you. You know, be unapologetic. You know what I mean? Whatever it is that makes you happy, whatever it is that brings you joy, whether it's the most weirdest thing, whether it's just be you, honey. Just be you, because it's who you have been made to be, okay, honey? So like, yes, let's all just be unapologetic and living our best truth in our life. You know, that's me done. I actually gotta go. Love you. See you. By the way, I've got a friend who really tells me off about my eyebrows. I'm not an eyebrow person, so if the whole video you've been focusing on this, I'm sorry. I'll watch some kind of YouTube tutorial and I'll learn. But for now,